Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to our live chat. I see we have one person here. Hello, Lisa.
Lisa, you're our number one fan.
The rest of you who are seeing this part, you're watching the replay. We go live most Sundays. I'm going to say most. It was every Sunday. We've missed a couple recently. At 7 Central Time to chat with you all, answer your questions, and just hang out for an hour. Hello, Lydia. Hey, Swarmstead. We were just finishing dinner, so there's still a little bit of movement going around. Hey, Jill, Whispering Willow, what is up? Hey, Linda, Sunflower Mom. Hey, Rachel, Merciful Roots. Hey, Deb. What's up? Hey, Greenwich Homestead. Here come the comments. Everybody's getting in. Hey, Never Enough Time. That's a cool name. I like that. So Sweet Miah is a little bit under the weather tonight. He decided to join us. He's been laying down today. He got a little cruddy after working out in the cold rain the other day when he was fixing our septic tank. And so he's been resting.
Did you say hey, Mom?
I don't know. I didn't say hi to my mom. My mom may be on here.
I didn't see her.
I can text her and ask.
Ben was asking if you said, hey, Mom, if Grandma Me was on here.
I think somebody's name might have that. Hey, Big Bear. Hey, Green Zebra Gardening. What is up? The farm lady. Hello from Africa. Awesome. So if you guys are new to our lives, come and you're welcome to ask any questions. Put them in all caps. Toby, would you like to say hi?
Hi.
Thanks, man.
Have a good evening.
Oh, thank you. That's so kind.
Have a good evening.
They're chewing massive mouthfuls of food. Hey, North Star Prep Stutter. They're finishing dinner.
I think I'm going to start the kettle for some tea.
All right, that sounds good. Hey, Nora. What's up, girl? Thank you for that super chat. So, hey, Olivia. Hey, guys. Jackson and Asher. Olivia Thrash is on here. You want to come say hey to Ollie?
I'm taller than you.
Jackson said, I'm taller than you, Olivia. So Olivia and her mom and her sister and dad lived here and were stationed here for a while. And we were very, very close friends with them. So our kids really grew up together. And now they have grown up quite a lot. And so Jackson's got to rub in being taller.
I was already taller.
Yeah, you are. You've been taller.
Getting taller.
Yeah, Asher's getting much taller these days.
Yeah.
They are handsome boys. Jax.
I can go get him if you want.
No, somebody was asking how tall. So I'm 5'6", and Jackson is now officially taller than me. We're both barefoot, and he's getting a good deal taller than me. He's 15. Oh man, Greenwich, I'm sorry you've been feeling a little under the weather. Thank you for that super chat.
Tell Jackson, Carol.
Carol says hello. Big Bear said. One of the coolest things about the homesteading community and our friends that we've made on YouTube is I love seeing the relationships and the friendships that our kids have made. It's really sweet. Cool, Pat. You got a green stalk. That's awesome. Yeah, Penny, definitely ask a question. If you guys have questions, put them in all caps. It makes them easier for us to see. Olivia, he's probably much taller than the last time you saw him. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'm like, wow, you're taller than the last time I saw you. Oh, yes. Hey, Benjamin, Grandma Me is on here. Hey, Mom.
Cool.
You know what's we're just catching up with all our family and friends on the live tonight. Hey, Mom.
Hi.
Ben wants to say hi.
Oh.
Hi, Mommy.
That's sweet. You guys are sweet.
Right.
Say we love you, Grandma.
We love you, Grandma.
Oh,
We love you.
Naked Gardener, them's fighting words right there.
What did he say?
I have a feeling he's being sweet to you and picking on Jason. He said Maya's my favorite Marine on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, that's totally true.
Hey, Murray McMurray Hatchery, what is up?
I thought someone was going to try to talk smack about football or something. I was like, did you guys see that Oklahoma smacked that snot out of Florida? I think the SEC is losing its luster.
Oh, I don't know anything about football. When we watch it, I just am like, yay,
Now we just need
sports.
Ohio State to swack Alabama and everything will be right in the world. That'd be a great way to finish 2020.
Oh,
you know
sweet
what I'm saying?
Maya. 2020 is over and behind us. We're
God, until the
moving on.
championship's done.
Asher's about 5'5", and Jackson is probably at this point about 5'8". Asher is almost as tall as I am, just almost. And Jackson's got about an inch on me now. So it happens fast, man. I've been looking at pictures of Jackson even just like a year ago, and I'm like, man, and now I'm like, because Asher is 18 months younger than Jackson. So I know he's going to change as much in the next year and a half as Jackson's changed in the last year and a half. And I'm like, I'm not ready. Thank you, Jason of the Great Awakening. Thank you so much. Walterman said, no, Miah, roll Tide.
I don't even like Ohio State, but the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
You want to show that? So Tobias would like to show you guys what one of our beautiful viewers sent to him, to the boys, but specifically he's the one who's the most fascinated in this. And he put them in his special drawer. Would you like to hold it up? So she shared this from her mother's collection of fossils for all the boys. So you get to see it too, but Toby is going to take good care of it.
Hope said they're only here.
No, well, they're for everybody to enjoy, but it's a really neat fossil. And would you like to show the other ones as well? Oh yeah. Okay, be careful with them. Be careful running
Doug
with
and
them.
Stacy around here.
Hey, Doug and Stacy, what is up? Yeah, so Toby is really excited. He got three really amazing fossils. Is that what it's called? A trilobite? Well, that's neat. We'll have to look it up. And we just got him in. And I called him in and I was like, hey, look, someone saw you digging for fossils in one of the vlogs and shared these. And he looked at him and he said, these are going in my special drawer. So that's a big deal, by the way. So here's the other one.
That one's pretty cool.
Yeah, this one's really cool. You'll see that. So this one's like a little fish. You can see like the fins and stuff. And then, okay, no, let Ezra show one, Toby. Let's share the glory here. Come.
Share the glory.
Okay, and this one has some sort of...
It's a leaf fossil from the dinosaur ages.
From the dinosaur ages.
So this has some sort of like fern imprint. It's really neat. That's very, very cool.
I mean, it's
Very
pretty
cool.
cool, especially because like these are the kids who go out and borrow our pitchforks.
And they dig for fossils
our
all the time.
Pickaxes and
They've never
shovels and
found
go out
one,
dig
and
for
they're very
fossils.
consistent. So
And
that
they're
was a
confident
sweet
they're going to
blessing.
find something at some point.
How are you guys off grid with Doug and Stacy? It's cool to see you on here tonight. Miah, can I use pallets around the base of the greenhouse in a high wind area? Will I risk weakening the structure?
It's a
Like,
can be really relative to other detailed question. What kind of greenhouse are you talking about? Like a Harbor Freight greenhouse?
or like building,
Or like
a building a window greenhouse.
I mean, you could put pallets around it. I don't know.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of you're building. Maybe elaborate a little bit more.
I just maybe need some more details as far as like what exactly you're building. Like around the. I mean, you could do.
Like
I don't
the
know.
one you built.
I just need more information.
Probably I think they said the one you built.
Well, you could do pallets, so you would need something behind it that actually blocks wind and keeps heat in, because obviously pallets aren't going to do that. I mean,
Yeah.
They're slatted and cracks, and so you could put them on the outside of some other solid material. Like I used tin around the bottom. You could use pallets, but like I said, you'd have to add some other material into the equation.
I'm a pepper seed vendor checking out your video. Happy New Year. Well, thanks, Jimmy Pickles Pepper Channel. I'll definitely check you out. That's cool. I don't have much planted yet. Somebody asked when I start seeds, and now is the time for me to start like the brassicas for like later in the spring. And then some of those things I will direct sow in like the middle of February, like February 7th to 15th. I direct sow them in 7, A, B ish. And I'll go ahead and direct sow some of those things. And then I start my pepper seeds at the end of January and eggplants as well. And then I start my tomatoes February 15th.
No, we didn't respond to her in a minute.
Okay.
Jordan, unless you're just dead set on that greenhouse, I would go over to Grower Solutions and look up their hobby greenhouse kit. It's a more durable kit. It's better built. It's better designed. It's more functional for all different types of gardening. I mean, it technically could even be used as a small high tunnel rather than just a greenhouse. The price is very similar, and I would never buy the Harbor Freight greenhouse kit again. Like if I was ever going to build a small greenhouse like the Harbor Freight greenhouse kit, I would use the Grower Solutions hobby greenhouse kit for sure.
The thing with the Harbor Freight greenhouse, and it was a massive blessing to us when we got it, but it's required a lot of work added to it. And we've spent as much money like working on it as we did, well, Nana did on the original purchase. She bought that for us. And I mean, at the time we just didn't know. And we watched a lot of videos. We did the things that they said about like reinforcing it, and it was still, it just fell apart. And so I had to have a lot of work. So somebody asked, do you plan to live in the current home while building a new one? We actually don't know how all that's going to work out yet. So we're just going to have to wait and see. My last frost date is roughly around April 1st. This year, I think it frosted like April 20th or something like that. So like it, it can be obviously off from that. Yes, the toasted rabbit, it does. She asked if it reaches freezing temperatures in the greenhouse and suggested a mix of Asian greens. It does reach freezing temperatures in there. I think it probably drops several degrees below freezing. Some things have sustained a little bit of frost damage. I haven't tried to heat it. I haven't even buttoned it up that much. But everything's holding really well, and I definitely think an Asian green mix is a great idea for there. Penny Bats asked, so when did you start wanting to do... Hold on, I lost it. Did you say homesteading or homeschooling?
Did you start wanting to homestead?
Okay, homesteading. Well, I didn't really have that language when I was like a kid, but I have always been a massive animal lover. And so that's where it started. Like when I was like 14 years old, I think it's around when I was 12, I started volunteering at the animal shelter. Like I loved animals and I loved being around animals. I did horseback riding lessons as a kid. Anytime that I could be in a farm setting, I wanted to be. I grew up in town. And so I always said, I want to be a farmer when I grow up. And people would be like, you don't really want to be a farmer, because they were thinking like big agriculture and stuff like that. I'm like, no, I do. And I always had this image of like chickens in the yard. I loved any books that were set on a farm. So I think it's kind of always been in my heart. I mean, since I can remember, since being like 4 or 5 years old, I always loved that. I wanted to read the books about the kitty that grew up on a farm and stuff like that. I just always loved it. But when Asher, who you guys just saw a minute ago, when he was an infant, he had a really severe dairy allergy, and I was breastfeeding him. And it was so severe that I could not eat anything with a trace of dairy in it. Like I couldn't eat anything with like whey protein or like anything at all. And so I had to start reading food labels for the first time in my life. I was very young. I was 21. I was 19 when I had my first son and 21 when I had my second. And so it was this totally eye-opening experience of learning what was in our food. And that was kind of the pivot point where it stopped being about, oh, I love animals, and being like, whoa, our food system's really messed up. I started really appreciating locally grown food, reading a lot of books, and it kind of spiraled from there. So it's been a lifelong journey for me, actually. Jeremiah wanted to do homesteading when he fell in love with a single mom that wooed his heart, that wanted a homestead. But he actually was raised on a small farm, so he had more experience in it than I did. I'm building our massive ultimate veggie garden this spring. Any ideas on how to stop squirrels from getting in? I'm thinking a 4-foot fence with hot wires on the top for a start. I think that's a really good start. Hidden Spring Farm. I think that's a really good start. Honestly, it's something that I still deal with. When I have cats outside, I deal with it significantly less. But then I have to deal with my cats getting in my bed. So, I mean, it's just kind of a trade-off. But a hot wire is good. So it's the same question. I saw a couple people talking about that they had registered for our course, and I definitely want to talk about that. For those of you who have registered, thank you so much. We are super excited. I think Jill is on here. Oh, that's a really cool tip. Thanks, Jimmy Pickles. If you have rags with ammonia on it, it helps keeps animal away. That's really neat. That's good. So I do want to talk about the course. We may come back to that here in just a little bit. When do you plant onions? I'm in your same zone. I'm actually going to put starts in the ground probably like within the next month or so. I think I planted them the very end of February last year, and I'm going to try putting them in a little bit sooner. They need a period of it being cold. And then I do short day onions. I'm in the South, and they start to bulb up when there's 10 to 12 hours of light every day. And so I harvested them in July by starting from sets. You could go ahead and start from seeds now. Really, it would have been better to do it a little while ago. But, I'm kind of one of those people that just says, just like, don't give up because you didn't hit the exact right window. So I saw Jill's comment. So some of you saw this we announced this a little while ago, and we haven't really heavily promoted it just because it's been the holidays and we've been really busy. But we released today on Instagram, and I posted it on Facebook. We released the course overview for the course that we're going to be doing. And I want to kind of tell you guys a little bit about how that's going to go, and also kind of just talk about some questions that I've been asked a lot since then. So Jill is one of my very dear friends, and
she's a baller and a shot caller.
We've been good friends since before my YouTube channel became what it is. We've had a lot of mutual friends locally, and it's totally one of those friendships that I really just feel like God put together, and it's really precious. And she is one of the people in life that has been very encouraging to me as a garden teacher, because she loves the garden the way I do, just totally wooed by it, passionate about it, loves to grow. And we had talked last year about the possibility of doing a course, but it was in just the height of everything going on with COVID. Everything was still really new. It was still in just this state of upheaval that it really wasn't a good time for me in a mental state to try to develop something new like that. So we sort of put it on the shelf and thought we'd deal with it. We'd readdress it later. And so we started talking about it a little while ago as the summer garden winded down and we moved into the winter, and we started talking about it, and we decided that this was something that we wanted to do. I want to tell you guys why, because I've had some people be like, why are you selling information? You've always made everything free. And it's true. I have 750 videos. Jill's got a whole bunch of videos on her channel, Whispering Willow Farm.
Put on do not disturb mode.
Is that why that's doing that?
No. You're muy popular.
Yeah. So many texts. So the reason why we're doing this in a course format, and this is different than what we have done. Now, we've taught a lot on videos. We still have a lot of free information out there. We are not stopping posting videos on our YouTube channel. I'm not going to stop vlogging, and I'm not going to stop teaching on my vlog. I'm going to still do garden tours, all the stuff that you guys know and expect from me. But the thing is that there's 750 videos. It's hard to weed through. And what happens is a lot of time you get people who come in and they're just ready to do the dang thing. And they want to learn. They want streamlined information. They want to be taught. They want structure. And it's hard to go through all that stuff because a lot of the information I give is in little clips through vlogs. And you would just have to devote so much time to actually be able to obtain that information. We want to be able to be really focused and structured. It takes a lot of time to develop something like this, and
there's value in it.
Yeah, and there's just a lot of
consolidating information. There's value in having a reference point of saying, okay, here's this, and you can find everything you need to know. I would tell you, right now, we answer questions or try to answer questions, and a lot of times it's like, where did you talk about this? And we're like, somewhere.
Yeah, sometimes I don't even know.
200 videos, we don't really know. We just know that we talked about it.
But so we decided to do this and put it together. The response has been amazing. The messages that I've received from people who are like, this is what I needed. I've really felt like I need to turn my waiting room into a classroom, or I'm just diving in with a small garden and this would make me feel so capable. And I love it. I love that. Hey, Stivers. I love to teach. I was actually talking about this with my friend Shelly today. It's what I was going to college for. And I'm doing what I feel like God had for me to do now, but teaching is a passion of mine. And so being able to produce something that is structured teaching, it is actually extremely fulfilling to me. I was talking to my friend Matthew recently about this, and I was like, this is confirming everything that I have felt called to as far as us having a learning center and really moving into the direction of teaching and equipping people. Producing this course is And I felt this writing my book as well. This is literally one of those things that when you start doing what you know you are called to do, and it feels so right, and you're just like, wow, thank you, Lord. And so that's where I'm feeling. Hey, Goldshaw Farm. And so I am so excited. The way the course is going to work is we're taking like pre-registrations right now. We did have a limited number of VIP spots that came with some extra stuff as well as some extra access. Those are sold out. Those sold out the first day, which was incredibly humbling. But we are still doing the registration for the course itself. And that is so much information. We posted the overview today. And the way it's going to work is right now you sign up, we're getting your email, you'll get on a list, and you'll be getting an email from us at the beginning of February where we're going to direct you to go like create a login in the hosting format. I think we're using Teachable, but we're still kind of figuring out exactly where we want to host it. That's going to give you guys access the longest and the most features for you. But you'll get a login, you'll go and sign up. And what we'll do is it's going to start February the 18th. Registration is going until February the 15th. We have extended the early bird special. It's discounted, the early bird registration. It was supposed to be over New Year's Eve. We extended it until January 7th because our sewer broke and I did not get the course overview out in time. So I wanted to give you guys more time to mull that over.
Amanda, the course's information will drop that week and you'll have access to it indefinitely.
Yeah, like you can do this at your own pace. And so basically what it is, if you're the kind of person that wants to go through it live, the new bundle, the new access to the content will drop every Thursday during the duration of the course. It starts Thursday, February 18th, and it lasts until I think it's April 1st is the last day. So this is just in time to really get you guys geared up for gardening season. And then after that, if you're not in a place right now and you're like, man, I really would love this information, but it's really not a good time for me. After this is over, now this live run, it's going to be a little more catered to the people who do it in the live run. We actually have blocked off some of the 6th week content that through the duration of the course, we're going to be receiving your questions. And that last week, we are going to produce that content during the course to specifically answer the questions of the people who are taking it. Because we want it to be somewhat interactive where you feel like you're being fully equipped. And we feel like it's very thorough, but that way we've just left some space there at the end to be able to really cover what you need to know. Obviously, if you're taking it after the fact, this will be bundled up and available for purchase where you get all the content at once after the course is live, but obviously you won't be able to give that feedback.
So there'll be no tests other than how good your gardens turn out. That's the test.
What if I make a test?
There's no test. There's no quizzes.
You don't know.
Those are the worst kinds of classes. Pop quiz.
Unless you are literally, guys, I was the student on the front seat.
Oh my gosh.
With my fresh office supplies.
I did really good in college until I actually had to start reading the material. And that didn't happen until senior year.
I loved a good test.
It was like, oh, this is a senior level class. I might actually have to crack the book open to pass with an A. Everything before that literally was just like, okay, I'll just sit in lectures and then basically.
The test is in the flavor of the food.
That's true.
So we actually are doing like not really homework that you have to turn into us. Obviously, you don't have to turn it into us, but we are doing some content. Like I am making some like interactive kind of like guiding worksheet type things. And so if you are the kind of person who thrives with that sort of stuff, you will print it out and get your coffee and do your worksheets. Like I love that. I'm getting giddy thinking about it. But if you're not, then you don't have to do it. I won't judge you. If you're a Miah, you don't have to do your homework, and I won't give you a bad mark.
I didn't know there was going to be marks. I didn't know that's how that's.
There's not, okay? But listen, some of us enjoy this kind of thing.
It's time to go play.
You love that garlic sauce? I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
Go play.
I don't think Natalie's on here, but I made Hey It's a Good Life's chimichurri sauce tonight with some flank steak. And Toby just came and told me that he loves that, which is a big deal because he does not willingly eat much that's green. He's my one picky eater. Yeah, it's a no pass, no fail class. That's right, the Tinkerer's wife. Jack said I'm a Miah big time. And so did the Naked Gardeners.
It works for a while, for the most part.
I love lists and charts and tests and worksheets.
And worksheets.
Like, I just bought all these Bible studies. I found this thing.
Honestly, my favorite thing about college was the debates. That's why I like the lectures, because we'd have
You would like
conversations and debate about stuff and talk about stuff.
if Jeremiah could have a job arguing, he would
I'm
be so
thinking about
happy.
it. I'm thinking about it. Thinking about spreading my own wings and starting my own YouTube. I'm just kidding.
Where you just rant and argue.
Yeah.
Fight me on this.
Like a podcast where we just argue about stuff. I'd have Morgan Goldman on there all the time.
Oh, DZZ ASMR. That is, she said, as a teacher, I feel you.
Yes, Nancy, we will still be posting regular content on the YouTube channel while the course is going on. They're
absolutely. No, this is not contradicting. So some people ask me because I haven't posted a lot this month, but that's every December. We chill out in December. There's not a lot to show.
Out this December more than the last December.
I looked back. I thought, man, I've never skipped out on YouTube so much. And I looked back, in last December, I was posting like once a week.
Yeah,
it's getting dark at like 4:50.
Not just that, like
everybody's inside. They're so loud. It's brown.
It's good to take a break.
I know it is good to take a break.
I enjoy Christmas.
Lori, it's called the Daily Grace Company, the Daily Grace Co. I think. I don't know. I was influenced. It was one of those like paid ads on Instagram, and I clicked, man, and I bought in. And because they have these Bible studies that are like these booklets, and they're essentially like worksheets. It's just guided Bible studies that you write in them, and that just moves my heart.
Yes, we are Roots and Refuge no matter where we are.
Oh, yeah.
That is our brand. That's who we are. It's it's our legacy. So it doesn't matter which property it's at.
Yeah.
It goes with us.
Roots and Refuge goes with us for sure.
Whoever gets the property after us will have to come up with a different farm name.
Yeah. So,
or suffer the consequences. Whatever those consequences
are. So yeah, no, I was saying though, like we have posted less this month. That has nothing to do with the course coming out. That has to do with the fact that it's just December, the holidays, and we just take some rest time. Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Kim Grace. Can you take a note of that?
Yeah, I'll take a screenshot.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that suggestion. Hey, Amy. Cousin Amy. I love you.
What's my degree in? My degree is just short of a bachelor's. That's basically what it is. What was it going to be in?
Interdisciplinary studies.
Is this thing called interdisciplinary studies, because I hated getting put in a box of like, you're a this or that. And it was this cool thing. They still do it. But I don't know how many colleges do it. But essentially, it's instead of a major, which is like 30 something, 34 course hours, and then a minor, which is like 15 or whatever the numbers are, it takes 3 majors and then divides them up evenly. And so 2 majors have to be within liberal arts, and you take 15 hours of each, and then you can take one other thing of completely something, anything at all. You choose. And so I took sociology, psychology, and criminal justice.
He was actually doing the kind of work that he was going to be able to move into doing, like
profiling,
like criminal profiling and stuff like that.
It was interesting. I mean, honestly, like, I got a couple of emails because of when I chose that route and got into my senior year. I got a couple of emails from the FBI office here in Little Rock that was like interested in talking after I graduated, and then I decided not to finish. And I'm definitely not going back at this point. So
I don't have a degree.
So a couple of reasons why. One, psychology is way less interesting than I thought it would be. Mostly the testing and the quizzing part. It was not fun. Sociology was my favorite. I actually have all my sociology hours done and all my criminal justice hours done. I'm pretty sure psychology is the only thing that. And language, because apparently when you take Spanish 1 at your tech school, it does not prepare you for Spanish 2 at a real college. Because I sat in on Spanish 2 the first day, and she just walks in and just starts freaking speaking Spanish fluently, and everyone just starts responding. So I just put my head down. I don't know if she called on me. I didn't make eye contact with her once. I just pretended like I wasn't there, and then I just stood up after class, walked out, and dropped the course. Because I was like, I'm not ready. Like, I thought we were going to go over colors a little bit more, something easier. But no, Spanish 2 is no joke. It's like the Coliseum.
Matthew said, "Is this psychological profiling what led you to Jess?"
I was with Jess way before
he's
that.
A punk.
Oh, that may be true. I don't know.
Philly 369 Garden, thank you so much for that. Thank you for all your blessings and help. We appreciate that so much. Yeah, I have a master's in mom, that's for sure. You know, it's funny because I loved being a student, but I was actually an incredibly terrible student as a high school student. And I'll just really be frank because I think it's funny. And I was talking to my friend Shelly about this today. I actually didn't graduate high school, and there was a loophole, and I tested really well because I was very smart, but I have a really hard time with math, and I still do because I don't know what this is, and I've never seen a specialist for it, but I actually read numbers backwards. And whenever I was in high school, I tested like extremely high in language and really not passing in math. And I ended up getting a scholarship based on my ACT scores. And my principal did not want to see me miss out on an opportunity for a scholarship. And so she made kind of like a loophole and told me that if I went to my college early over the summer before it started, my freshman year, and I took the math class and passed it, that she would give me my high school diploma. And I went and had a tutor and got through the college level algebra with a passing grade, though not a high one. And when I went back to get my diploma, the principal had gotten cancer and she had actually left her job. And the new principal did not honor the agreement. So I actually don't have a high school diploma, but I was able to continue in college because I'd already started, and I sort of just slipped through a loophole.
Well, honestly, at this point, you've done enough
Yeah,
courses to.
buffering real bad. Is there any chance that the kids are on it?
Are
you on it?
No, I'm not on it. Just wait and see.
Yeah, refresh your feed if you're having some issues.
It was fine, so I don't know.
Goldshaw Farm said, I'm so bad at math, I resorted to using Alexa to do simple multiplication at this point in my life. I do think that it's funny that whenever we were in the 6th grade, our teachers would tell us we had to do the work in our head because when we grow up and are in the real world, we wouldn't be walking around with a calculator in our pocket.
They were wrong.
Just saying. So,
not just that, an artificial intelligence that can literally take the problem verbally and then give you an answer. So you actually don't even have to use the calculator. You can just say, Siri, give me the answer.
Refreshing isn't helping. Well, so yeah.
Just
So
give me a second. I'm saying it's coming back.
It's coming back. Okay.
It's just sometimes, somebody has to hop on and check
Dyscalculia. That's interesting. I guess it's a real thing. I've never sought out help for it or anything like that because I was always able to get by, though I really struggled. And it's just always been a hard time. And it's funny because as an adult, I'm a bright adult. I do things and teach things, but there are times that Jeremiah, he's so patient. He'll be like, honey, I need you to think about that again, what you just said, because it'll be like a really simple math problem. And I'll say what I think the answer is, and he'll be like, oh, let's revisit that. Oh, cool, Ronald. That blesses me so much. Well, tell your aunt thank you so much. And hey, I heard someone say once, and this actually freed me a lot. And I heard this as an adult, actually not a whole lot, not too long ago. And I cannot think of his name. He was on this podcast, this guy named Mark Casto, and I can't think of his name, Eric, I think. But he said, A students go on to fabulous, successful careers, and C students change the world because they learned that they can fail and still survive. And that blessed me massively because I did struggle so much with certain things as a student and having a hard time focusing on things that didn't interest me. I was that student that I was 103% in things that interested me. But if I didn't care about it, I just couldn't even. I would fail. I just did not care at all. And it's funny because I really have learned in my life, you can take risks and you can fail and it's okay. That's the only way you're ever going to do anything if you're willing to risk failure. Lori Hyman, what time of is the live class going to be during the day? The live class is going to be in the evening on March 4th. Probably probably around 7 in the evening, I think is what we're looking at. It's going to be 2 hours. And I know that's kind of late, but just with work schedules and stuff, I think that's going to be the best. If you are not going to be able to make the live class on the course that we're doing, because we're doing a 2-hour live Q&A for people who are enrolled in the course only. It's going to be private. If you're not going to be able to make that or something comes up, we're going to have a place where you can send questions in, where we can answer those questions, either in the Q&A or out of the Q&A, and we will have it recorded and everyone will receive a recording of that as well. So we're trying to accommodate everybody in that. Hey, Kip.
Any plans on attending conferences this year? I don't think we're making any plans right now.
Yeah. Last year was really hard planning the shindig and then having to cancel it. And so this year we've been pretty open on not planning, actually. I would love to be able to go to Homesteaders of America if it's going. But again, I mean, like, it's just really hard to plan. The benefit is it's not like we're filling our schedule up with anything else. So it's not like we're going to be too busy to go to conferences because we're not planning anything. So if they're going, then yeah, we'll definitely be willing to look at that. Yeah, we will definitely, for those of you who are enrolled, you will get update emails. The VIP course is going to get an update email here pretty soon. We released the overview, but we're going to send that out to everybody as well as some additional information for the VIP course. So yeah, you'll get update emails on everything. We'll be sure to let you know. We actually are working. There's going to be a little bit of like pre-course material, like getting ready and like materials list and what we're encouraging you guys to do. And that'll all come out to you over the course of the next 6 weeks as we get ready for the course to start.
Straight.
Oh, Rachel said, I'm so excited for Whispering Roots and Refuge School. I love it. Yeah, and if you guys are not in a place where you can do it right now, either time-wise or whatever, those of you who do get it, and don't worry that it's going to be overwhelming. You'll have access to the information after the course closes, so you can do it at your pace. And also, we'll be bundling this course, and it'll be available for purchase just as a bundle after the live run of it. But the benefit of the live run is that you get a little bit, more interaction. So
right. So there is a benefit to signing up now, but it's not that we're just limiting it to that.
Yeah, like because I've had a lot of people go, man, it's just such a bad time in my life. I've got all these things going on. And like, don't worry, don't get total major FOMO. Like, you'll have opportunities.
January stickers, our artist is getting back to me in the next couple of days. Obviously, she had to go through the holidays as well.
We are having new stickers this month. They just won't be able to
I didn't launch December until like the first weekend, so I'm not super rushed. We'll probably get them out this week, at the end of this week, by this weekend, or like early next week.
I'll tell you that the artist for January stickers is the artist that has been designing our t-shirts.
The classroom shirt, the Real Food Comes Dirty
Tomatoes
shirt.
Are better than dinner. The stickers.
So she's doing a whole
nice
set of designs, of custom designs just for stickers.
Miss Wanda, we did get our septic system fixed. Miah has been really feeling cruddy.
Well, after I sat on me and Ben had to go out there and find the septic tank. So we had to
dig backwards from
the house until we found it. And that took like 4 hours on the tractor and a shovel. And by the time I got done, had the pump truck come out and clean it out. The next day, I've been feeling like crap. Like, not fevered. I don't know, in this day and age, it's like, oh no, I have some kind of symptom. It must be
He just has like a
in a home. Like, yeah. I don't have many symptoms. I don't think it's that at all. I don't think it's even possible to be that. I was outside in freezing rain for 4 hours, and now I feel like I have a cold.
Yeah. Like,
kind of congested, kind of like achy, but no fever. Just kind of cruddy. So I've been taking vitamin C and trying to rest some.
Yeah. I'm not sure when our first goat kids are going to be born, Heather. I think that now we've passed the point that the girls could have been bred the first round by Thorn Oakenshield. But again, we've now figured out that I think he was getting some urinary calculi, which is why he wasn't breeding. And so I know he bred the other girls, and I know my La Manchas are bred. So I would assume that we're going to start having them in about a month. That's awesome, honey mama. I'm excited for the connections that are going to happen as well. Yeah, time for more fire cider, Kitty. I can't really get him to take it, but it will clear you out.
Shirts actually are on sale right now. We haven't posted about it in a vlog because tomorrow
we're adding a couple more. Or just the one?
You want to tell me about the one?
Okay, yeah. We're going
wanting to add.
We have right now a zip up.
Okay, so
Real
we changed some things around. So we've got a Real Food Comes Dirty zip up.
They're available on the Be
And then,
Unlimited.
if there was a short sleeve
right
available in the other one, now it's a long sleeve. If we just basically switched it up and changed some colors around in case we didn't have colors that you guys liked. Jessica wants me to add in another
hoodie because a lot of people have been asking.
Hoodie. So we'll probably do it on a different color.
Yeah.
But we're going to add that in tomorrow, and then it's going to run to like the 15th of January. So we got plenty of time.
Yeah. No, Taylor, the pig did not get out today.
No,
Thank
3
you,
more
Jesus.
got out.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and I went and caught them in the freaking egg dog crate and carried them back there while I was like,
I didn't know. I
trying
didn't
to stay
see
alive.
I did not
It
see
was
it.
the worst.
Yeah. Pigs.
Honestly, seriously, just considered eating them. So I was like, I really don't feel like doing this. I was like, I could just eat you guys. It'd be like a little, little tenderloin.
Oh my
just a little
gosh.
delicious snack.
Bree, we do our own goat shots. Yes, we do administer shots for all our goats.
Most shots like that are pretty straightforward. They're not super complicated.
Yeah.
Either in the muscle or underneath the skin.
Yeah.
It's easy to find those locations.
So there is this group that I was a part of, and I've talked about it here before. It's on Facebook. I'm still a part of it. It's not as active as it used to be since Facebook banned selling animals, but it's goats in the letter N, goat stuff. Goats in goat stuff. And it's when you get on there, the headline photo is it's goats in my living room. They used my photo like 2 years ago and it's still up. They're so cute. But they have some files there. And if you get on that group and go save that file, that they have like a medicine file that talks about all the medicines that you need to give them for different reasons and how much to give them and how to apply them. And I have that saved and I reference it every single time I have to give goats medicine pretty much. Garden planner journal someday. It's actually in the works. That should be out here pretty soon. I'm going to tell you guys
something that we've been kind of keeping a lid on, but that's one of the big reasons why we haven't posted in December. It will come out around the time that the course launches, the book launches, and Jessica's been working on this. She'd actually teased it in a video where she showed some of the artwork from it.
Yeah.
But it's like Jessica's garden journal tips and tricks.
It's really cool
stuff.
It's got all of this is companion stuff to work together. I want you guys to be as equipped as possible.
The platform we're going to release it on is actually going to be, I think, is honestly puts it above just in the marketing side of things and how it's best for your investment. Is where I think what we're going to do is just release a PDF where you download it and it's structured. So if you just need a particular section, you can reprint that particular section. And then honestly, it's not going to be year specific. So you could reprint it next year.
I started working on this and I actually Ginger, she actually is the one who designed Murray McMurray's catalog. And I actually ended up asking her to help me on this. And, she's so talented at graphic design. And I just wanted it to be better than I was able to do. And it's why it's not out sooner because I was trying to do it myself and I actually don't have the skill to do it as well.
So whatever we end up putting the price point at, the big benefit is that it's not just I'll be honest, we've invested in some journals and some planners. Let me just tell you, Jessica loves paper and pens. I just keep hoping they'll make me more organized. She's like, I'm gonna buy this journal because maybe it'll make me organized. And I'm just like my whole math thing. I'm just like, yeah, baby, maybe this time. And I'm just like, I'll go over to the bookshelf and just clear another spot for it next to the other ones. I'm not even upset about it. I don't care. If that's what she wants to do, she can buy as many journal planners as she wants.
I am, okay.
But I'm saying is that this one we took that into consideration because you can really just keep using it. It's going to be
my idea was for it to be a legacy. And so it's going to be something that my hope is that you can keep using this and adding to it. And 10 years from now, you'll have something that's a massive resource you can give your children because I want everything to be a legacy. I need to talk to these super chats.
Okay, talk to the super chats.
Macy Curtis, my fiance and I just moved to a farm this last October to start our little family farm. We lived in northern Montana, 15 minutes away from Canada, Zone 3B. Any advice for some frugal and broke newbies? Make a 5-year plan, not a 1-year plan. You don't rush. You got time. It's okay. Repurpose things. Do not get like do something as well as you can instead of trying to do 3 things okay. Because if you get 3 different animals and you have 3 different poorly fenced areas and like the, not good infrastructure to take care of them, you're just going to have a headache. It's better to just do one thing well. And now I don't have much about living in zone 3B. I can't really speak to that because I've never even been to zone 3B before, but I would say definitely doing that, pacing yourself is definitely a good thing. And don't make room in your mind for fear and rushing. Jesse Rogers, and congratulations, by the way. Jesse Rogers, I live in 6A, Cleveland, Ohio, and was told to start onions inside 12 weeks before the first frost. The pack says 75 days to maturity. Is this after the 12 weeks inside? Yes. Anytime that you see like days to maturity, it's on any seed packet, it's typically speaking from transplant, not from seed starting, unless it is something that is typically direct sown, like cucumbers, melons, or beans. I don't know why they do that. I wish there was a more universal way of doing it, but that's just how seed packets are. So yeah, something that's typically started inside, it's referring to from the day of transplanting. Hey, Two Family Homestead. Jess or Miah, did our package arrive okay? I actually don't think I've got a package, but did it go to the Two Family?
Don't know that we've gotten it yet.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But we also,
I haven't been to
with
the
the
PO
holidays
box.
And stuff, like we
Yeah.
haven't been in the PO box a lot. We usually go every couple, like twice a week, spaced out, and we haven't really lately. So we'll check that out. Check on that.
Heather Foley, if you don't have a printer, we will have the option of getting a printed copy of the planner.
Yes.
But even with that, when people buy that, I'm actually going to include the PDF so they can take it. I mean, you can take it to like Office Depot or whatever.
That's what I would suggest, is taking it to like an Office Depot and having them bind it in something.
Oh my gosh, all my soul sisters on here who have a planner graveyard. Oh, you feel me.
Remember when I bought this one? Yeah, honey, I remember that one.
What is more organized? Okay.
Hey, I got 25 pages into it. I know, honey. Out of the 400.
Some people don't use journals at all. Green Zebra, I have no shade for you.
North Star, were you link the shirts from being limited?
Yeah, I just love, that's what I'm telling you. I have a serious appreciation for office supplies. I love pens, highlighters. Gosh, highlighters, man. Sharpies. I just love it.
2 bags of pens.
I know.
So if you lose one, you still have pens. Seriously.
You know what it is with planners? Like plum paper and like the different, those like fancy bougie planners. They have these sales and they post these pictures and it's like they're so stinging organized and they have all their stuff on there that they have to do in the picture. And I'm like,
oh
look
my
at
gosh,
them.
you guys are so good.
It's working for them. And I'm like, yeah, if I had that, I would be that way too. Serena over at You Can't Eat the Grass uses Instagram as her garden journal. It's pretty darn brilliant. That's really cool. So You Can't Eat the Grass. They're really, really cool. I enjoy the stuff that they put out. It's the thrill of potential. Brittany Hughes, you're so right. It is unrealistic. I understand that. One day I might be real with myself and be like, Jessica Zoward's another planner is not going to make you a more organized person. But until then, the planner graveyard grows. Thickums up. I bought my first planner. It's a fitness one, double shocker. That's hilarious. Buying pens does not make you organized, but that is a separate thing. The pens are because I actually do journal. I actually do keep up with journals and have for a very long time. I've always kept a journal since I was a young girl, and I journal regularly. I journal almost every day. I actually
What's really cool is to go back to the old journals where we're talking about dreaming about the stuff we're doing now.
Yeah, and so that's just something that's really. What are your tips on growing sunflowers? Arena, they're really not that hard. Space them out. Don't plant them too close together if you want them to get big. You need to give them probably at least 8 inches between, and they are heavy feeders. So you want to put some compost and stuff around them. Mm-hmm. Greenwich Homestead, I love the Legacy Journal. I have been digitizing the medicinal journal that was started by my great-grandmother and her mother. Sometimes I'm afraid to touch it. Wow, that's extraordinary. What a treasure that is. That is so cool. What journals do I use? I mix that up because I do like to change it around. I like
certain kinds of paper.
I like Moleskine journals, just I like paper that's like smooth and doesn't bleed. And then recently I just bought this one at Barnes & Noble that's like a big leather one just because I felt like changing it up because I've been writing in Moleskine journals for like probably 3 years or so. And I've got like a stack of them.
So instead, have you seen an increase in your health based off of eating high quality meats the past year? I mean, when I went for my last checkup, they were about 8 months apart this past year, 2020. I went from like January, where the doctor was a little concerned about blood pressure and bad cholesterol, but not enough to like do anything or like prescribe anything, to my last one, which was not too long ago, having no bad cholesterol issues, heart blood pressure is fine, and honestly, lots of good cholesterol. So, I mean, that's not just meat, but I mean, that was a big factor, I'm sure.
Yeah, I would say it's
Healthy
hard to
fats.
pinpoint exactly because shifting over to only eating like grass-fed and ethically raised meat was also in conjunction with seriously limiting like refined sugars and stuff like that. So I mean, like we definitely both feel a lot better. I feel like we look better. Like I feel healthier. And it's crazy. I ate really junky over the holidays and like my skin's broken out. I definitely can
My
feel
hair
a
is still
difference.
turning gray. That hasn't stopped. That has nothing to do with what I eat.
The tinker's wife said a famous gardener takes photos to add to a journal and next to designs that she had tried. And when one of the designs that didn't work, she puts "never do this again." That is really funny. Fleetwood Patch asked if ground cherries actually taste like cherries. And no, they do not taste like cherries. They taste like kind of tropical-ish, like fruity tomatillos, if you've ever eaten tomatillo.
Like a citrusy tomatillo.
Yeah, so they're not like real tomatoey. The texture is definitely like different. But
if it tasted like a tomato, I wouldn't eat it.
And it's not really necessarily like, it doesn't taste like super tropical fruity or anything like that,
No.
but it has a hint
And
of
it's like
that.
a hint of like a pineapple, like a sweet pineapple almost.
Andy asked, do you have any suggestions, advice for using coffee grounds in your garden? Earlier, I saw you comment talking about how you're doing Justin's course. That's really, really cool. Justin Rhodes has some really good information, and I saw your wife was doing mine, so that's exciting. For using coffee grounds in your garden, I've put coffee grounds in my garden. I've never done anything super like specific, but I know that you don't want to do too many because they can throw the pH off in your garden if you're just piling a bunch on. But so what I usually do with them is I usually just put them in my compost pile and give them time to break down. But yeah, I mean, we have a lot of coffee grounds. We drink a lot of coffee, and so that's definitely something. And also, you can get them like sometimes like Starbucks and stuff. They actually put out baskets that say grounds for gardeners, and a lot of local coffee shops will give them to you if you ask. They'll have whole bags full of them, and you just put them in your compost.
M&M, best productive pepper, varieties hot or sweet. I mean, everything we grew this year produced like crazy for a long time.
Wes, what best produce? Oh, most productive.
Most productive pepper varieties, doesn't matter if they're hot or sweet.
Tabascos have always been bonkers for me. I mean, like I'm talking like
Yeah, but
harvesting
even other properties,
gallons.
even all our other ones.
Yeah, ours all did really well, which is so funny because I've never had such success with peppers.
Controlled environment, I guess.
Yeah, the controlled environment of the high tunnel. My shishito peppers were extremely productive and wonderful this year. I really enjoyed those. My banana peppers were very, very productive and
Our
good.
jalapenos did good. Our nadapenos did pretty good.
Yeah.
What's that long green
Habanadas, the long green one.
They're really dark green and long
Oh.
and twisted. I used them, a lot of them in salsa.
Oh, those were poblanos.
They were long, not round and fat.
I don't know which one you're talking about. Oh,
They're right next to like the jalapenos and stuff.
yeah, those were actually big gems.
Big gems.
Yeah.
They were so good.
So yeah. We did have a worm farm, Wanda. When we remodeled the kitchen, it got put on the back porch because we didn't have a place to put it. It was a little hot and they really suffered. And they were still alive, but like they had shrunk real small, which is what happens when they're dehydrated. And I was having a hard time getting them to make a comeback. So I ended up going and dumping them out in the garden bed. And we have a lot of worms in our garden bed now because with that much space, they were able to spread out and recover. So I need to restart my worm farm. It was doing amazing before that, but it was just the heat was too much for it. You're supposed to keep them in a cooler, controlled place.
Matt Manning, I'm glad that the goat videos have been helpful. I honestly think we'll probably have more of our livestock videos coming this year.
Yeah.
We're really trying to sure what we do rather than just the
You
gardening
can't
stuff.
sneak up on me when I'm looking at a camera.
It looks behind us.
You're silly. You're so silly.
You like wearing that shirt? Oh my gosh, you're not a little boy anymore. You're big.
Oh, did I hit your elbow? I'm sorry. I know he's not a baby anymore. Somebody commented on a video from like early 2018 today, and I saw it. It just popped the video up. And I cannot remember what it was called. It was called something about like there was like a hummingbird stuck in the greenhouse or something like that. I almost said high tunnel. It was long before the high tunnel. And anyway, my boys in that video are so stinking cute. I'm gonna see what if I can find out what it was called so somebody can look it up. If you've never gone back to like some of our very early videos, oh my gosh, it is like a total cutest ever flashback. Okay, it's called A Surprise in the Greenhouse is what the video is called. So if you type in A Surprise in the Greenhouse Roots and Refuge, it should bring it up. And it's like a thumbnail of me looking like, because there was a hummingbird in the greenhouse. But Benjamin is like, he's like 2 in that video, and he's the cutest thing ever. Yep, we use coffee grounds in our compost, good source of nitrogen when you don't have worm castings or cold manure to add, says the Toasted Rabbit. So, Toaster, the Toasted Rabbit is her name. Oh, look, people are saying hi.
They put her in the toaster.
No.
The rabbit that got in the toaster.
Yeah, we put eggshells back in the garden. Do a kidding kit video soon. That's a good idea. Well, I need to get that all ready and stuff. Can you say hi to everybody? Do you see everybody saying hi to you?
No.
Say, hey, everyone, look. Hey, Ben, Benny Bear, Benjamin.
No one can call me Penny Bear.
no one can call. There's a video, the cute Ben video. Thank you, North Star Prep Stutter. Oh, hi from Little Rock. Any chance you have a list of your favorite varieties of everything you plant on your website? I don't, Jonathan, but I'm actually going to shoot a video. Probably. Hey, go on, okay? I love you.
Ben.
You're too heavy for me. Perched on this tall seat. I'm actually shooting a video here probably in the next week or 2 about my favorite varieties, and I will type them out because I always type out a list and put in the description so you guys don't have to try to differentiate to discern what I'm saying with my country accent.
Mm-hmm. Someone was asking earlier about the 5-year plan. We're really going to try and get that done. Honestly, we were talking about shooting it this weekend, but
then he wasn't feeling it. I went in today. I said, "Are you feeling up to shooting that video today?" And he was
felt
like,
"Crap!" After working on the crap table.
Nice bunch. What flower are you excited to grow? The honeystead. Well, I'm going to grow some things for our beloved bees. You will be happy to hear. And I don't know. I am really excited about some zinnias. So my friend Matthew, you guys saw his video that he made spoofing me, but he's really into flowers, and we have been stalking some different websites that sell different flowers, and I think he's got me pretty well talked into it. I think I'm going to do it for him. One of those beds, like when you first come into the garden, where I planted all the sunflowers in the fall, I think I'm going to plant that entire bed just completely full of different varieties of zinnias. Because we are expanding the in-ground this year, and I have the high tunnel, and we're really cottage garden. I've got a lot of space, and so I'm going to do that. So.
Paula Smith, you can sign up for the class on our website, Roots and Refuge. See, it's the first thing listed.
Old Reddit farm. Oh yes, I am stalking for it.
We made them. Someone said Ben wants a sword. Tell me more. Well, I think they want like metal swords, but I'm not a blacksmith of any kind. So
I'm not okay with it.
I'm okay with it as long as they're. I mean, I'm not going to give them like a razor sharp sword. What kind of a parent? Stop. Why would I do that? Honestly, that's more dangerous for me. But I think it'd be cool to get them like metal swords that were dull. they can do just as much damage with that as they can with a wooden one, and they've never hit each other in the head. But we did make them wooden stuff.
Yeah, Ben Turn actually doesn't have children. And so he was like, yeah, I'll totally make you wooden weapons, and built them like massive, epic, huge wooden, like, what are they called? Claymores?
Yeah, two-handers. Big
Yeah.
old Scottish Highland
And
swords.
actually, I will say this. My children are actually pretty even killed. They've never hurt each other with it. They play reasonably, but every time other people's kids come over, stitches may be necessary.
See,
Like,
Gold Child Farm wouldn't lie to us. Swords are an important part of a child's development. The Surgeon General recommends swords for children over the age of 3. It's a refuge farm. I mean, and he's very experienced. He knows all about raising
I'm
kids.
like, are we taking parenting advice
Well, he's
from our friends with
he's
no
hypothetical.
children now?
It's hypothetical study. But I mean, when has ever a hypothetical study ever been proven wrong?
Kitty Kane said, I can hear the silence of all the moms in my head.
Listen,
Amy said, just stop.
scientific speculation is never wrong. Okay?
Yeah.
So we're going with Goldshaw's recommendation.
Oh my god.
Hey, we'll get them shields too, okay, so they can block the hits from their brothers. What? There's nothing that can
Guys,
go wrong.
let me
from
tell
this.
you something. I have weathered storms in my life, but nothing could have prepared me for raising 5 sons. Nothing. Like, I guess this is how it is when you have any kids. I mean, obviously you have daughters too. I mean, like, just there's so much prayer involved and trust. But like the stuff that boys do and the stuff that dads think is okay for boys to do, I'm just like, there are so many times that I'm like, why is this happening right now? Like, it is just it's just heart stopping regularly. Like the things that they're regularly doing things. And I'm like, you could be impaled. I'm like, get down now. And they're like, Mom. And then they're always like, Dad thinks it's cool. No.
I mean, I'm not opposed to training some of the goats with 2 saddles and letting them joust each other in like a medieval Renaissance fair on our property.
North Star Prep Surgery said my daughter made a chainmail shirt.
That's
Maybe
awesome.
my kids need a chainmail shirt. Becky, the book is actually being released on February 2nd. So we are less than 1 month away. And the way, I don't know, I think Amazon does this. I think Target does it. Most places that you pre-order from, they actually send it out a few days early so that it'll arrive around the release day. So I actually have not received my early reading copy yet. So I actually haven't seen it in person. I have seen it in PDF, but I have not held it yet. So it could show up in my mailbox any day. I'm actually
My son
excited.
looked at me while we were at Walmart and told me he was going to lick the shopping cart during a pandemic. Did he do it?
Jeremiah's like, build his immune system and be fine. Like, seriously, there are times that I'm like, they'll come and ask if they can do something, and simultaneously I'll be like, no, absolutely not. And he's like, yeah, sure, it's fine.
I was within 10 feet of the septic tank when the lid came off, so I'm pretty sure I'm safe against COVID. Because even COVID was like, I can't go near that. Sorry. Too much. It's too much.
Jeremiah.
I can't even describe the smells.
Stop talking. Stop talking right now.
It smelled kind of like burning almost, like something was on fire.
Stop talking. No, I did not go out there. I can't. You're gonna scar me.
Hey,
You know I have a
I
very
spent
vivid imagination. I
hours
know,
out
and I
there
love you for it.
slaving over
You
that for
are
you,
so good.
so you could do this. Because it wasn't for me. I peed outside off the back porch like I do all the time anyways. Especially because you weren't home.
Oh yeah, you know it's serious whenever Jeremiah's name has multiple Jeremiah. You know. You need to stop. This is yucky. We don't talk about this.
Yeah, it was a funny cat. It really was. It's exactly how I described it. Crappy situation.
Oh. Rachel said, Jessica, all boys and men inherently know that battle scars are cooler to other guys and more attractive to women. Is that what it is? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. That scar right there on my wrist, that's what convinced Jessica. She's like, what was that from? I said, barbed wire fence. No, yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm going to marry him. That's what happened.
That's right.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
I've got a pretty gnarly scar.
He does.
Like
because of his
gnarly.
tumors.
Like you wouldn't want to be eating if you saw it kind of gnarly.
Yeah. Jeremiah, you can't actually tell this because you don't see it, but he's actually
I
missing.
don't go around showing YouTube my butt. And you know,
You were on one tonight.
I'm just
Is this
saying,
what
I don't
happens when
do
you
that.
lay in bed and watch Star Trek all day?
I wasn't watching Star Trek. Yeah, I was watching Star Trek. Not just Star Trek though. And I tried to sleep some.
I know you did, darling. I'm not.
Except the vacuum and the kids.
He actually had tumors in his left leg. His left leg is actually smaller than mine, which his right leg is like twice the size of mine. But he is missing a lot of his leg from multiple surgeries to remove tumors. And that was like early in his 20s, but he still has a scar. He limps. Obviously, you can't tell that in videos and stuff. You don't limp bad.
No, not anymore.
The only time I really see it is when you're like on an incline, when you're walking up or down an incline, then you limp.
That has more to do with the range of motion and the scars.
Yeah.
Her cousin said Happy New Year.
Oh.
Edward Franks.
Oh, Happy New Year. That's awesome.
I actually wear it all the time. You just can't tell because when I'm wearing jeans, it's
the
not
compression
visible.
sock.
But I wear the compression.
That's why he
sock
wears
all the
it.
time.
Yeah, a lot of people be like, "What's up with the one sock?" But that's what it is. It's compression sock because
Man, the trolls are out a lot today.
Yeah, they are.
Uh-oh, I hit him.
Oh, Allison, that's so sweet. You went and watched it. What do your tattoos mean? Well, I have a lot of different tattoos, and they have a lot of different meaning. And some of those things are pretty obvious. Like I have my 5 arrows for my 5 sons. You can see there, which the colors of these what are these called? What are these called on arrows? Fletching. That's their birthstones. I have a peacock, which this has a lot of different meaning, and I don't have to go into that in great depth. Sunflowers, which are representative.
What's that one movie with Steve Carell?
Which one?
No, not Steve Carell. It's Zac Efron and Matthew Perry, where he goes back in time to become his younger self. And someone or something where he's like, "Are you peacocking right now?"
I don't know. I'm not idea.
Did
I watch it?
Yeah, it used to be an inside joke with us because like you'd be like strutting your stuff, you know.
Did I strut?
Used to say that. No, you would like calling people out.
Was it
call
Zac
me
Efron?
out.
You peacocking? I know what you're talking about. I remember that, but I don't remember Zac Efron.
Maybe it was a Steve Carell movie. I can't remember.
I have heard of intermittent
18
fasting.
again or 17 again.
Yeah, 17
yes,
again.
Was,
that's
so
it.
I was right.
Yeah.
It was Zac Efron and I do believe Matthew Perry from Friends. Right?
Jesse's Small Homestead. Happy birthday! What a wonderful way to spend a birthday. That's exactly how I spent my birthday. Well, not this one that just happened, but the one before that. I literally spent the entire day in front of the fireplace.
Hey Fred, thanks for the recommendation. I will steer clear of the Wonder Woman movie. Everybody I've talked to so far said it was garbage. So I will save myself the frustration.
We almost watched that on
We
your
almost
birthday.
watched it on my birthday. How disappointed would that have been?
So disappointing.
Instead, we went shopping and went into stores that doesn't accommodate men. They just make clothes for boys. Sorry. American Eagle's like trying to be the cool dad now. We're not going to carry anything longer than 30 or wider than 28 and nothing larger than a medium because nobody, if they're that big, they shouldn't be allowed. Something. It's just ridiculous. And it's just like all a bunch of skinny people in their store. And it's like, you know what? I used to like you. I'm just going to go online.
You still bought from them.
Because they have the best jeans.
They're so stretchy.
But they just... Their store was disappointing.
They really did.
And their
the whole
toys
store.
they're all little kids. They're so condescending. And now I'm an old person. So
the whole
not
store.
that I've ever really tried to stay relevant or cool, but
the whole store was extra small, small, or medium.
Yeah, that's where the human race cuts off, right there. 28 long or 28 waist, 30 long or medium. If you're larger than that, you just shouldn't exist. You should feel shame.
You order online.
You order online. Don't disgrace yourself by coming to this store.
But you did. If you feel that way, you got to protest. You don't give them your money if you really feel that way. But you're like,
I'm not into protesting. Protesting is a confusing thing.
That's a kid's store. I know. Well, we're not ready to give it up yet. So place.
Well, I
them.
did find a hoodie that was nice. So I must have ordered it online and then not liked it because it was in the store somehow.
Oh my goodness.
And I got some jeans.
So yeah, the
Jeans.
arrows. Blessed is he whose quiver is full of them. That's right. And then I've got up here, I've got this sunshine. This is my favorite tattoo. The sunshine on my shoulder, which I've got. Let's see. I've got a rooster here, and then back on the shoulder is a female cardinal, and then here I have my male cardinal. Where is it? I know it's super bright. You can't really see. Am I the only one apart from Jess that he cracks up? I know that y'all hear me laughing so much, but that is the benefit
Her
of
laugh
marriage.
lines around her eyes are from me.
Yep. That's what
That's
I call
me.
him, the giver, love of my life and giver of my laugh lines. And this is
I'm
while
very
we're still-
particular about my jeans, Kate, because all you women who held the information hostage about stretchy jeans while men suffered for years, Kate, until finally someone's like, we should make flexible jeans for men. So that way they can, stop getting chafed and uncomfortable all the time. And then it's like revolution. Like, I will not wear another pair of regular jeans that are not, if they don't have flex in them, they ain't going on my body. Because, and I don't care if you guys are like, no, the good old Wranglers, like, have fun with that. If that's what gives you joy, put those big old tight jeans that suck and dig into your sides and all that on. Have fun with it. I'm going to stick with my flexi jeans. But what's messed up is that you women had this information, this technology, and you didn't tell anyone. You didn't tell anyone.
Y'all would have scoffed at it anyway. If I had tried to introduce you to flexi jeans whenever we first got together, you'd been like, no. Jeremiah, when I met him, he had his high and tight. He was clean shaven. He wore his certain brand of jeans. He wore his collar shirt, and he was like, not changing.
I changed. That's true. We did hold hostage pockets. I don't know why they didn't give women's jeans pockets. Like, they don't put things in pockets. Like, that doesn't make sense either. That doesn't make sense either. I agree, and I'm sorry for that. But at least I can acknowledge that there was a mistake made so we can make amends. Nobody wants to
that
acknowledge.
2% of spandex makes such a difference.
It really does. I can wear jeans all day now. Whereas before, I was like, listen, when I go into a pair of uncomfortable jeans, I start a timer. And in about 2 hours, I'm out of those jeans, no matter what's happening. We could be on a date. I'm like, okay, I got to go to the car, get my stretchy pants, my
Jeremiah, I'm not
put them
joking,
on.
guys. This man got flex jeans for the first time about 3 years ago, and he shares it like it's the freaking good news. Like, he's like,
Listen, there's an echelon of good
preaching
news.
the gospel
No,
of
it's not above
stretchy
the. Okay, it's okay. Don't put it above the gospel.
of stretch jeans.
Oh yeah, that's true. There's like the
It is
gospel of
good
Jesus,
news.
and then there's the gospel of stretchy jeans. It's true.
It was American Eagle that started doing it. That's why he feels so much. They can diss him. I'm like, Jeremiah, other people make stretchy jeans for men now. And he's like,
I don't care.
they are dissing him. They don't carry his size in the store.
I know. I went and looked at the other stretchy jean options because American Eagle actually was one of the first ones to do it for men. And
He does not need a pair of leggings, Tammy. Don't tell him.
I would wear jeggings if they look like jeans. No, I wouldn't. That's not true.
Don't even joke
I draw the
about
line
it.
there. That's actually not true. But I went and looked at like BKE and the Buckle. I've never shopped in the Buckle a day in my life. I went and looked at them and I'm like, I don't need all this flashy stuff on my butt. Like, they've got like crisscross stitching and like bling bling. And I'm just like, why do men need this? My brothers wear it. I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, I buy American Eagle because they just look normal. They just look like jeans. I was like, oh yeah, it was a nice pair of jeans, and they flex. Yeah, it's great. They're low key. I don't need bling bling on my butt. If you guys like them, that's great. Everyone, do your thing. That's what I preach. Everybody, do your thing.
This Wonderland life with Alice said, just wear a kilt.
No.
I mean, I would. It'd be all right. I could get down with a little Highlander thing. What? Don't look at me like that. I mean, it'd be cute. I've read a lot of books. Juicy. Toaster Rabbit said juicy. He is actually not Scottish. My heritage is Scottish, actually. A lot of my heritage is Scottish. I've done ancestry, and Jeremiah's is largely like Welsh. Whenever you go back, and a little bit of German, but mine is very much Scottish and Irish. Oh my gosh, y'all got me hurting. Oh man.
I'm probably not going to wear a kilt. Let's just be honest. It's not likely to actually happen in life, but that's okay.
Miah is Jamie Fraser. Hey, you got that right, Megan. Get him in a kilt.
Olivia Thrash, I can't put you in timeout on this channel.
What did she say?
Okay? She said, I would love to see Jeremiah, a video of Jeremiah in a kilt. Ha ha ha.
Oh man, a kilt. A PJ's kilt. I could probably get him. To
Okay,
wear a
that's
kilt.
fine. I'll say that. I'll wear a kilt on a video at 1 million subscribers.
You know you're gonna have to do that. That's not impossible. For
Anytime
us.
soon.
Okay.
Not anytime soon. And only if someone brings it up. They'll have to go back. They'll have to go back to this video and bring it up. Because I will not bring it up again.
They remember everything. I'm going to bring it up.
You're not going to bring it
I
up.
read a lot of Outlander, man. You can call me Lass. I'll dig it.
I'm about to start practicing my Scottish accent. It's not very good.
Someone clip that video and get the time stay up. There you go, funny cat. Thank you so much for the congratulations on... Oh, that's funny. Fred said, but will you paint your face and yell freedom? Thank you for the congratulations on 400,000. Yes.
I will stand and fight against the injustice of men wearing uncomfortable jeans. Yeah. You can take our pockets, but you'll never take my stretchy jeans.
Oh, he did eat the tomato. He's a man of his word. We will see him in a kilt. Now I know. Before, I didn't know if that would ever happen, but now I can have confidence.
And I'm not wearing like a cheap one, so someone better make me a kilt. Just saying.
We got to go visit Homestead in the Highlands. I bet we can. Just
I bet you can get
a fitting.
That's true. We could get a custom fitting for one. And
we'll get
you're gonna have
the Fraser clan.
Why Fraser clan? Oh, okay. Great. I feel like you're getting a little too into this.
I'm not. I'm over it.
I'm not like a time traveling. Just me.
Kitty Kane said, "Send me his measurements."
I don't know what that is.
Your kilt measurements? I mean, it's like your pants measurements, I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, pants 36, 34.
Guess you're gonna have to do all the. I'm not doing any legwork to help you with this. You gotta figure it out. And I guess you better start searching for a bagpipe player because that's gonna have to happen.
Yes, the Fraser clan. That's funny. Just wait for the summer when people remember about gardening. Yep, the subs go up is in the summer. I didn't think we were gonna make it to 400,000 in 2020 because like our sub count moves. In the months of November and December, it moves like significantly slower than through the spring. And so it had been at 399 for like weeks. And so I actually did not think we were going to make it until like the end of this week based on the rate that it was going. And then Murray McMurray sent their catalogs out and we were in it. And they put a little QVC thing where you can scan it and it like shows our media.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty legit.
Yeah, I know. And that bumped us up and like within like a day, like it put us over the edge.
Yeah, we thought we had more time to like do like a live.
I think it's frozen.
No. We broke the internet with the kilt talk. And about the pockets. It'll come back.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's gonna come back. Yeah, it's back.
Is it back?
It's back.
So I don't know if you guys saw, but yeah, I don't know if you heard me talk. Now it's freezing again.
Well, there's nothing we can do. Upset. Someone's hopping on checking their email down the street. As soon as they're done,
They're hopping on to check their email down the street.
Well, I mean, we should.
It's
So
not
just give it a second.
Yeah, so if you didn't see, it was I think that what put us over the edge was Murray McMurray putting us in their catalog and sharing our stuff because we just all of a sudden started getting all these subscribers and I was like, where is this coming from? And then I started getting tagged in pictures of Murray McMurray's catalog and I was like, there it is. So
I'm gonna have to braid my hair, all these braids and stuff. Gonna do it.
I won't complain. So yeah, it is getting kind of late.
Are we been on?
It's 8:27.
Well, we're 20 minutes over.
Yeah, I know.
Man.
We got Chatty talking about that kilt and the stretchy jeans.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's important.
I already know you're tartan because the story you told about the ancestry check. So yeah, pulling the big out next. Now that would be really interesting to find out what my actual clan's tartan would be. I'll have to look and see. There were a few different, but I don't know if you had any
Scottish ties?
Yeah, I don't remember.
think so.
I don't think you had any
Irish,
lineage.
definitely.
Yeah, he has Irish lineage
Lots of that.
and a lot of Welsh.
Tracy's like such an old Irish name. Nana's grandmother when they came to Newfoundland.
Like she spoke Gaelic on that. Like
spoke only Gaelic.
Like she was.
And I have a picture of her over here, like sitting on the front porch.
Stretchy kilts. The honey says stretchy kilts. Yeah, Nana, who you guys met, and she still has her. Oh, Justin Rose mentioned me too. I didn't know that. Cool.
When?
I don't know. Apparently recently.
Oh.
Well, I appreciate that. I'll have to go see what he says. That might be why, because our subs jumped, and I was like,
I haven't gotten the final count on the zip ups versus the hoodies yet. Should we wait until after this last run?
Yeah.
To total everything to see which one's better. Also, I haven't gotten my zip up yet because it got messed up in the printing process, and so they were printing a new one, and then the holidays hit, and so I actually haven't gotten mine yet.
David, I will do a video about Gabriel. I talked about him at the end of a vlog recently, pretty in depth, but I would gladly do a specific video talking about having a livestock guardian dog. I don't feel at all like an expert on that because I know that some people are like really vigilant with training. And for us, we didn't do any really specific like guardian dog training. He has always lived out with the animals, but we have applied a lot of the same training methods that we use with our inside dogs, just in teaching him, like being very affectionate and kind with him, but not allowing him to be dominant at all, and just allowing him to be very socialized. And he's a really great guardian dog. Like he doesn't test boundaries. He's really good with the kids. He's very, he definitely keeps the goats in line, and he doesn't do great with the other dogs. Like we don't keep them in there with him just because he's not aggressive, but he's just dominant.
Dominance.
And so he just spends the whole time
the other
trying
thing
to jump
is that
on him.
he's not fixed in Bear and Con are.
Yeah.
So he still has testosterone.
Yeah. So. Oh, cool, Becky, buying a zip up tonight, Team Miah. I'll give it to you. It's fine. I'm not bitter.
I'm pretty sure that she knows that the zip ups are going to win, but it's okay if she wants to hold.
I just know what I've been being tagged in, and
it's only because they're tagging you because they know that you like the hoodie. It's like a misrepresentation of the actual statistics. So I'm just saying. Like no one's gonna tag you and be like, ha ha ha! I got my zip up because you're gonna lose.
And they're like, "Sorry, Jess, but Team Miah," and they tag me.
But those
in
are the really
up.
bold ones, like D personalities. Like, the SNCs aren't gonna do that because that would be rude to you and insensitive.
I don't feel like it's
but they're
rude.
Out there.
They bought our merch and support our channel. I'm like, hey,
I'm just saying they're out there. I'm pretty sure.
I actually had to take my hoodie off yesterday to film that vlog and put on a different sweater. Because I realized that the last 2 vlogs I had been wearing my hoodie only, and that is representative because I wore it for like 4 straight days. It wasn't hygienic, but it was very comfortable.
Did you shower?
I didn't go anywhere. It's winter. Don't come at me. Listen, okay? I got dry skin.
Whatevs.
I really have been wearing that sweatshirt a lot. And I'm not sorry. So,
all right, you want to get out of here?
Yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. This was really fun. Totally enjoyed all the laughter and spending time with you.
Service.
Yeah.
Hope I don't regret this someday.
What happened to the Rise and Shine shirt? We'll probably bring it back around at some point. We still have
limited release. We still have the design. We just
Oh, we could put that on a hoodie.
Or we could put that on a sticker.
Do we not?
Mm-mm. We haven't done it. It would be a good sticker.
We'll figure it out later. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. We bless y'all. Until next time.